looking at problem 4 on the 7.5 worksheet. So we're given the demand function for some grass seed, and we're supposed to find the consumer surplus for this. So they tell us that supply and demand are in equilibrium when Q is 3, so in other words that means that Q naught is 3 for our formula. Then we need to find the equilibrium price, and we can do that by just plugging that value into the demand function. So we get D of 3, and when you do that, and you plug in 3 there, 3 times 3, so if you plug all that in, I believe you should get 2. This is going to be 100, 200 over 100 is 2. So this is our equilibrium price. Alright, so looking at the graph of what we have here, this is the demand curve. It goes way up, really high, but got to look at some scale here, so this is all I could really get on there. So remember what the consumer surplus is. It's the area above the equilibrium price, which is 2, that's what this horizontal line is, and below the demand function. So we're looking at below this blue curve, above this blue line, and that green line there, that's the equilibrium quantity of 3 that they told us. So consumer surplus, this area here, so let's plug that into our formula. So the consumer surplus should be the integral from 0 to 3 integral from 0 to 3 of the demand function, this, minus the equilibrium price, 2, and this is all with respect to Q. Okay, now we've got to find these antiderivatives, so let's split this up actually. Well, yeah, let's split this up into 2 different integrals. So we're going to get first one 0 to 3, 200 3q plus 1 squared. That's the first one, and the second one is just going to be simple integral, the integral of 2. Same bounds. Alright, so for that first one, the second one's super easy. The first one, we'll have to do a substitution on that. We're going to say that u is equal to 3q plus 1. So that du becomes 3 dq. There's a 200 there. Well, let's just do it like this. So we're going to get 1/3 du is dq. So that means that when we see that dq there, it's going to change into 1/3 du. Okay, so with all of that, that integral then changes to be 1/3 of 200. So let's pull that 200 out in front too. So 200 over 3. That's just going to be 1 over u squared du. And the bounds are going to change according to the substitution. The lower bound was 0, it's now going to be 1. The upper bound was 3. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. It's now going to be 10. Okay, so there's our first part. That's going to become 200 over 3. We can write this as u to the minus 2 power. And then that becomes 200 over 3. Raise that by 1 is going to become negative, so negative 200 over 3. U to the minus 1, evaluated between 1 and 10. So let's rewrite that as negative 200 over 3u. Well, let's do it like this. Negative 200 over 3 times 1 over u, evaluated between 1 and 10. Let's Okay, so that'll be negative 200 over 3. 1/10 minus 1. Put that together, get 60. Okay, and then for the other part, that's the easy part, the second integral. 2 from 0 to 3. It's just going to be 2u, or sorry, 2q, evaluated between 0 and 3. So that's just 6. So remember, that's minus this second integral here, so the consumer surplus is going to be 60 minus 6, or $54, assuming that the units of money are dollars in this one.